All right, hi guys. This is John from Lazy Bushcrafters. I'm gonna do a short review of these XMRE's meal ready to eats with just the entrees. You can order their entrees on their website. Just search for XMRE in Google, and their entrees are pretty cheap. So it's only about $6 an entree. And some of you guys might know, because I'm a vegetarian, I've been trying to find some like a good, relatively lightweight vegetarian dish. But the MREs themselves, like, other people might be able to eat them, but I don't have many options. And other options like Mountain House, they only have a couple different meals. And the good thing about XMRE is that they have a couple different entrees, and they do specifically have boxes of MREs that are vegetarian specific. So that's why I'm just trying to see if I like them, if the weight is going to be an issue. They weigh just about as much as any kind of like similar meal. Like on the trail, I tried that Indian MTR food, and that was, you know, not light, but it wasn't the heaviest thing in the world. In the part of the country that we hike in right now, there's not a lot of water sources, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference for us to bring in food that is hydrated rather than being dehydrated. So today I'm going to try the XMRE cheese tortellini entree. This is not the full MRE, like I said, it's just the entree only. And you can eat it unheated, but we did heat it today just by boiling it in some water for a couple minutes. And I'm gonna see how it is. It seems like it's probably gonna be okay from what I've heard. And we'll just go on this journey together. As you see, it's been heated up through just some boiling water, and it has this horizontal tear notch. I'm gonna tear this all the way so you can see. Now, apparently you can just sort of eat this as use it as sort of like a little eating pouch if you want. It's a little hot for me to do that right now, so I'm just gonna dump this out onto the plate. First note, it sort of smells, it does smell kind of like your Chef Boyardee or kind of canned pasta food, but that's not really a problem with me. I don't really mind that, especially since, you know, this is probably going to be eaten more likely like out in a camping situation or a hiking situation. The fact that it is fully hydrated when you get it does obviously add to the quality. So that's at least going to be somewhat better than some of the other things, some of the dry foods that you might be eating, or even some of the rehydrated foods that you eat. Just a regular red sauce. This is sort of the portion size. It's not a ton, but, you know, you may not really want a whole lot by the end of the day, especially if you've been doing things like eating trail mix or eating like other, you know, hiking bars, like Cliff bars, things like that. So I'm going to try and take a first bite out of this and see what this sort of tastes like. The pasta is not very firm, but it smells relatively appetizing. Yeah, it's definitely has like a pretty good, it's like a good Chef Boyardee kind of taste to it. It's not, certainly not gourmet, but it's fine. I'm not really bad with it. Again, $6 for just the entree. I guess, I don't know what the full serving sizes are, but if you were to get something like Mountain House, it'll be slightly more expensive, obviously because you're paying for it to be freeze-dried. But these are supposed to be good for like 5 years plus, and one of the good things about XMREs compared to some of the other MRE brands, at least as far as I know, is that all their stock is almost always new. So I checked on the lot number for this. It's just about a year old, which is really good for some MREs are like 3-4 plus years old. So this is actually pretty fresh, and it tastes really good. Like, I can definitely see myself eating this. Maybe one of these days I'll do a cold version of this, but I can see myself eating this cold. It tastes perfectly fine. It's a good serving size for like maybe a lunch or a dinner. So that's about it. I would say that it's very serviceable, good flavor. Nothing really offensive about it. Just sort of tastes, like I said, like a canned sort of Chef Boyardee or similar type of meal. Slightly better, not quite as. It's definitely not super salty, which is a good thing, at least as far as I can taste it. So I would say this is maybe not a bad option. If you're a vegetarian, it's definitely not a bad option. I'm going to try some of their other meals and see maybe that might be a good thing for me to have or get into. Maybe rotating that with some, other types of like side, sort of like packets of like side dishes and side pastas and things like that. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review and it was useful to you. Bye bye.